What would they like to say to you? Hi, beautiful soul. Thank you for joining me, Mystic Miya, here on Mostly in the Moment for another Love Pick a Card reading. We're looking at what they would like to say to you and what they would end up saying if it's exactly what they were thinking or something completely different, what the intentions behind what they are saying to you are, and then where this communication or action on their behalf would most likely lead to for the both of you. So we have 4 piles here. You would choose a pile based on the image, the colors, the crystal, the number, the emojis that resonate with you. Timestamps are below. It's a timeless reading, so it should resonate whenever you come across this reading. And for whatever your status in love is, whether you're single, in a relationship, long-term, short-term, just meeting someone new, or in little to no communication. I just like to say thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing. It means just a lot to me. And with that, I hope you enjoy the reading, and I wish you much love and light. Hey, beautiful pile 1, with the Magician and the Labradorite. We're looking at what they would like to say to you. So let's see what they would like to say to you right off the bat. Confession. I could hear like a big vehicle backing up, if you can hear that sound. Someone has to tell you something. Yeah. So I feel like they want to tell you why they were acting a certain way, or something that they heard that made them kind of feel kind of nervous that maybe someone else was interested in you, or that, they didn't want to seem kind of like they didn't want to come off like they're acting strangely or weird or too much, or kind of pushing this connection further along than they think that you might be comfortable with. I don't think you are, but in their mind, they're kind of building this up to like, oh my gosh, I came off so weird. I came off so strong. Like, I should tell them why. So they want to tell you that they like you, or they see something more with you, or they kind of want to pursue you or pursue whatever this is further, but they weren't sure about how you felt about it. So they got kind of tangled up in their words, or they kind of took a really like immediate action or very bold action, and they don't know if you're okay with it. I want to be more than friends. Yeah, see? So I do feel like they like maybe heard through the grapevines that someone else was like interested in you, or that you were talking to other people, that you were dating other people, or that, you're interested in kind of moving up the connection, and they didn't know if you kind of meant you wanted more from a relationship or a connection, and they weren't like stepping up. Anyways, all these different thoughts are going through their head, and they're like, okay, you know what? It's time. Like, it's going to kill me not knowing how they feel about this, and it's just going to run through my mind all day, every day, until I know for sure. So they want to tell you something along the lines of like that they're interested in you, or interested in this next step, and where you're at. They want to know where you're at, if you're on the same page, because it's driving them crazy. All right, so what would they end up saying to you? Because that's what they want to say to you. What would they end up saying to you? Ascending. Oh, transcending obstacles, learning, expansion, new phase, preparing for union. So they are in a very healthy place. I mean, obviously, if they want to confess to you that they feel something very strongly about you, and, maybe they acted out of jealousy or out of fear that you might be, moving on, or that you wanted something different, and they are setting the intention of clarifying with you. So that's very healthy. So obviously this action, no matter how it comes out, is obviously going to help them move past this hurdle in regards to you. Yeah, King of Swords in reverse. They're going to get down to the point. They're going to get down to the meat of the issue. They want to clarify things with you, and they're like, I don't care if I come off stupid, or if I sound too desperate, or I come off like we end up being on the different pages, but like it's killing me not to know at this point. And so they're doing the right thing, which is coming to you, communicating this to you. So they are going to end up like saying what they need to say. And it does look like it'll probably end up, I mean, obviously clarification is going to help the situation. Honesty is going to help the situation. No matter what the answer is and what ends up happening, it's going to help. Okay, so what are their intentions behind what they're saying to you? So what are their intentions behind what they're saying to you? Animals. It's just like a basic human fear. Spirit is saying. It's just like, you know, I feel like they might have come off fine. I feel like you might have not even noticed anything. Or if you did, it's just kind of like, oh, they're just probably nervous a little bit. Like, it's completely normal what they were feeling and what they were thinking, even though their mind was going like 100 miles per hour, 100 kilometers per hour. Like, they're just like, it's normal. Like, they like you. They were nervous. Now they can't stop thinking about if what they said came off how they intended. You know, it's a normal human fear. And I think you understood that. Yeah, inner awareness. Yeah, because you're very aware. Spirit's like, you know, shouting you out, being like, hey, like, yeah, pile one is aware and understands this is normal. Like, if the shoe was on the other foot, you'd be kind of feeling the same way. So it's really sweet that you're kind of not making them more nervous or feel even more awkward or weird or like kind of nervous about the situation. Like, I'm definitely feeling you feel for this person, and not making it awkward for them. You know, when you know like someone likes you, even whether you like them back or not, like, you're a genuinely kind person and you're like, you have a lot of empathy, obviously, if you're watching tarot. And so you're kind of like, oh, like, if I were them, I would kind of want someone to kind of just smooth over this as if nothing happened and kind of just go along with it. Like, you know, it's really nice of you. Okay, so what is this communication action most likely going to lead to? The end of a tough cycle approaches. Yeah. I think they also have like so much on their plate right now. And so it's like adding on to the stress of them communicating with you. Like, I feel like something is going on with like their work or school, if they're in school, or career, something along like with their work. Yeah, something else is going on in their life, but I feel like for most of it's like work related. And it's adding on to the stress of this, because I feel like normally they would kind of be able to like have this roll off their back as well. But right now it's like kind of harder for them to do it because they like you so much, but also because they're have one or few stressful things going on in their life right now. It's just like timing is like, the timing. But like, they're like, it kind of pushed them to kind of clear things up with you sooner rather than later. If they didn't have all the other stuff going on too, they probably would have had this kind of stretch out over a longer period of time, you know? So kind of helped this connection in a way, because they just needed to know. They needed to know what you're thinking, if you're on the same page. They already said the thing, so, and they're stressed out, so they're overthinking, and yeah. Healthy choices. Yeah, they're sending healthy choices. I like their intentions. You know, you're also very understanding, being happier, love in life, self-care, self-love. Yeah, I feel like you really feel this person. I do feel like they're handling this in the best way possible. They're being very healthy about it. And you see that too. I feel like it could have easily been me. I feel like you're saying like, oh, that could have easily been me overthinking, saying something that like I'm not sure how they feel about, you know? So you have a lot of empathy. Both of you are like doing the right thing, not like just letting it fester, but like coming to the other person if you need clarification. Not letting the stress of other things outside of this connection influence this connection too much or in a very negative way. And it's just a very cute scenario of like, I feel like both of you feel something, and this is like kind of new, or whatever this next step is kind of new. So both of you are kind of nervous, and it's just very cute how this is playing out. But I think like in his mind, it's like he's like terrified of how things might have come off to you, you know? All right, let's do a quick bonus message. A message from their higher self and a message from spirit. 4 of Cups, reflection. Yeah, I think they're just thinking about it too a lot, but like the fact that they're thinking about you so much, like they're getting distracted. Like whatever's going outside of this relationship, like with work or with whatever, like it's just they're getting distracted because they're thinking about this so much. I'm getting like family issues or something like that. Like they're getting distracted because they're thinking about you so much. And it's obviously a sign that they just like you, you know? They're just thinking about you a lot. And a message from spirit about this connection: stay optimistic. Positive thinking and faith will bring romance into your life. Yeah, because I feel like this is just kind of something new. And whether you like this person or not, it's a sign of like deep connection coming into your life. People who resonate with you, love interest coming into your life. Whether it's with this person or this person's just like one of few or many that are coming into your life now. It's an indication of love coming into your life. So pile 1, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 2 with the Hierophant and the Hematite. We're looking at what they would want to say to you. So let's start with that. What they would like to say to you. Pregnancy, someone is expecting. Okay, and you came closer than anyone. Okay, so I do feel like this person was very interested in you. I'm getting 2 different types of connections here. So one, that they would like to get married with you and have kids, and you're the only person that has ever come that close to them. Like they've never thought about going this far with anyone except you. You're the first person they've ever thought about going that far with, that they wanted to do that with. And the second group is that you were the closest person to ever make them almost leave another connection. So either this person is married and is in another relationship, or got someone else pregnant, or is pregnant with someone else's kid, and or they already have like a family, or they were already interested in someone else when you came along, and it's just like it was almost you. So there's 2 different scenarios here for this pile, and I'm going to try to read for both, but please bear with me. Okay, so let's see what they end up saying. This is what they want to say. What would they end up saying? So I'm going to do like pile 2A and pile 2B. Okay, so 2A, butterfly. The relationship is evolving in the next phase, healing the inner child and growth. So I definitely feel for pile A that you make them want to be a better person. You help them evolve, and they recognize something in you that they've never recognized in any other person that they've ever dated or had an interest in, which is that you make them want to do more in life and be more in life. And that is, they recognize it right away because they recognize that they never felt that way before. And so they see that you're truly special, and they are going to like cherish you and hold on to this connection and pursue it. And they're letting you know, like they don't have any like shame. They don't have any like reason not to tell you that like you are this person to them and how important you are and how they see you. They're not being shy about it. They're not being timid. They're not being like, they're not playing games. They're like, you are this person to me. You are important. This is who you are. This is how I see you. And I'm going to tell you because I want to pursue you. I want you to know, like, yeah, like you are that person to me, and I'm going to do everything I can to make this happen if you're on board, you know? So pile A, they're like straight shooter. Like they're like going to tell you exactly what their intentions are with you. Yeah, they're in it for the long haul, and they're going to shoot their shot. They're like, you know, this ends up going in that direction or it doesn't, but like, I'm not going to play games. I'm not going to like stretch this out. I know that I want this with pile 2, and so I'm going to go after it. Yeah, they're not playing around. They're not messing around. And they're like, yeah, they're not going to stretch this out. They know what they want. This person goes after what they want. And when they found you, when they recognized this in you and they realized this, they knew right away, like, okay, now we're going to move forward. Or, you know, you can tell me that you're not interested and I'll still try to pursue you. But if you, you know, are definitely concrete about that decision, I'll move forward, kind of thing. Yeah, real matter of fact kind of energy. For pile B, 2B, I do feel like this person is like, hey, like I feel like no matter what pile you're in, A or B, your person is very, very mature. This person understands for 2B that like, hey, this was like unforeseen circumstances. I didn't predict this happening. Obviously, I would have liked to be with just you, but there's this like lingering factor that is going to influence this connection. If you're open to it, I would like to figure something out with you, but I don't want to like burden you. You shouldn't have to deal with this. But if you want to be with me, and I definitely still want to be with you, we can figure something out, you know? Yeah, so that's kind of the situation I'm seeing. So this person, pile 2, your person is like very mature and they're handling things in like in a very adult manner, and they're very serious about this. They're very serious about you, but they don't want to burden you. They want to handle this the correct way. All right, wow. Okay, so let's see what their intentions behind what they're saying to you is. For 2A, grieving. I do feel like this person is being more serious and kind of more mad at the fact, because like I do feel like this person had something like a travesty happen when they were younger with their parents or with their caretaker, whoever was their guardian. So they don't take serious relationship, marriage lightly. I do feel like this person for 2A, that the reason that they didn't even consider anyone for a long-term commitment, for like a marriage type commitment before, is because they had to be absolutely perfect, check all the, you know, boxes, and like fulfill them in a way that isn't just casual, isn't just like, oh, I'm just gonna settle. It has to be right, or they're gonna live their life not settling down and not getting married. Like that's how serious they were. So I don't know if they came from like a divorced family, or if one or both of their parents passed away, or if they had a previous long-term relationship and that partner passed away, or if they could have just like went to like a funeral of a loved one or something recently, and they're getting this feeling of like life is too short, like only do things that matter to you kind of thing. But I do get this kind of feeling that for 2A and B, like this person doesn't play around with their heart. They don't play around with their life, and they don't play around with the life of the person that they like, you know? Sorrow. Oh, okay. So we got grieving and sorrow here. So yeah, this person has, I do feel like they've done their inner work in regards to this, or most of it. So like they're not coming with baggage, but they do have some sort of past trauma related to their parents' divorce, or death of a loved one, or something with, you know, that has to do with relationships or how they view relationships. Yeah. The good thing is this person, like, they'll always do right by you. They'll always do right by their relationship. They're very serious about it. They're going to let you know. I feel like this person is more emotionally mature when it comes to relationship, even if they're not in like their social life with their friends and stuff like that, if they like joke around a lot and things like that, or whether they're very serious about their career or not. Like, it doesn't matter when it comes to relationship. Whatever this person's persona is prior to, they're very serious when it comes to commitment in relationships. And so, yeah, this person, they would, like, if you didn't mean a lot to them, they wouldn't have even considered this. They can continue, like, not having a relationship and they'll be fine and just handling the responsibilities, and that's it. Okay. So what will this communication and action from their side most likely lead to? Okay, your commitment is being tested. Oh, wow. It came out in reverse, kind of like this Knight of Pentacles. So I definitely feel like they feel it. They see you as someone that they can spend the rest of their life with, or the majority of their life with. And they're taking a risk. But they're brave enough to, and they're very courageous enough to. They're very courageous in relationships. They don't mind fighting for love and taking big risks if it means like having the love of their life, kind of, you know? So they're very brave when it comes to love and love relationships. But they're definitely like asking you and leaving the ball in your court. Like they're kind of, they understand that like it doesn't always work out. Like one person can like the other person a lot, but the other person might not. So they're like kind of like everything's hinging on what you say next. So they're all in. They put everything they got into this connection and kind of telling you how they feel about you. And now they just have to wait for what you have to say. And they're kind of on pins and needles, but they're not showing it. They're being very cool about it outwardly. But they're definitely like, you know, this is it. Like my whole life can change. My whole life is going to change based on what pile 2 says back to me. So no pressure, pile 2. But yeah, this person, they don't take risks like this for anybody, you know? Not enough. There's a little bit of a wound of like not being enough. Like, you know, they're not showing it outwardly, but of course they're freaking out inside. Of course. But I feel like this person's very like serious in the demeanor when it comes to relationship stuff. So you can probably tell, like, when it comes to issues in a relationship, they're like, let's talk it out, or they try to think of solutions. Like they're very serious when it comes to like handling problems and issues that arise in a relationship, like, you know, naturally. But it doesn't like take away the fact that they're like freaking out inside, because that inner child is like living on. They've done a lot of healing work, but like, and they act very calmly and they handle things in relationships very, very well. They're very responsible when it comes to the one. But there's like this inner child that lives on within them that freaks out every time this happens, even though they present very poised and responsible and cool-headed and emotionally mature. So just be aware. Like, I wouldn't mess with this person's feelings, no matter how you feel. Okay. And let's do a quick bonus question. Let's see a message from their higher self to you. 7 of Rings, 7 of Pentacles. For the right reasons. My heart, I can't. Like, with the sorrow and then, like, the energy behind this, like, my heart is, like, melting right now, or exploding, or it's just so much. This person feels very, very strongly, very deeply because of their past experience. And they wouldn't do something like this. They wouldn't ask for your hand or ask for you to commit or, you know, open up their hearts to you if they didn't, like, they would only do it for the right reasons. Like, oh man, I haven't come across someone like this good for a long time, you know, like, they feel so, so deeply, even if they don't show it. Oh, like so, so deeply. All right. And then Spirit's message for you in regards to this connection. Overthinking. Playing negative scenarios in your head is creating issues which weren't there at first. I feel like both of you have a little bit of this. Pile 2, your person definitely has a little bit of overthinking, and they don't show it. I feel like they're quiet. I feel like they're very quiet when it comes to like talking to you about this, but their mind is going a mile a minute, you know, like 100 miles a minute, 100 kilometers a minute. Like they're just so much. But I think you understand this in your person because you're a little bit like this too, if not exactly like that. But you're kind of like that too. Like when you're overwhelmed with emotions, you kind of quiet down. Maybe you dissociate for a little bit, or you kind of need time to like process, or you don't respond right away, or something like that. Like there's something where you understand this about them, that they turn quiet, but know that they're feeling deeply. Yeah, so the spirit's even telling you, like, if you're overthinking something that they said or didn't do or did, like, listen to the heart of their actions, because this person, it's like, their energy is easy to feel. It's very strong, very deep, because they have that issue when they were younger or something. Their heart screams. Their heart emotes very strongly. You can probably pick it up even if you're not very energy sensitive kind of person, you can definitely tell. You can definitely pick it up. All right, pile 2, I hope you enjoyed the reading. If you did, I really appreciate a comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hey, pile 3, with the Moon card and the Moonstone, we're looking at what they want to say to you. So let's start with just that. What would they want to say to you right now? Date night. Get ready to be wined and dined. So they definitely want to ask you out, or they're looking forward to your date or the next date that you two are going to be on. So I do feel like for most people, this is someone new that is looking forward to asking you out, wants to ask you out, already has asked you out, or someone from your past that it wants to ask you out. Let's see. I wish I could share my good news with you. I definitely feel like this person is excited to tell you something, and I feel like they're in a good place, and that's why they feel kind of very confident or looking forward to asking you out or going on this date with you, because they're in a good place, and that's always going to read well to you, the person that they're talking to. You know, you're going to be able to see it in the confidence in the way they speak and the way that they take action and talk to you on this date. But yeah, I feel like this person got good news, but they don't want to, like, they feel like they can't tell you on this first date or this next date or before they ask you out, because it will overshadow the feeling of a first date. So there's something important that they want to tell you, some good news, but they can't tell you yet because it will overshadow this like date that they want it to be casual and very nice for you, and they want you to enjoy it, and they don't want it to be overshadowed by this good news that they have. But I'm getting this excitement in them, in their energy, like they can't wait to tell you, but they're trying to play it cool and stuff like that. So yeah, I think you'd really, really like this good news. Like, I feel like it's like they came into some sort of inheritance, or they just got that house that they've been wanting to get. And like, you know, even if this is like just like a first date or something like that, it's like, you know, it's like too much to tell someone. It's like, yeah, I just got this house, and it's like something that I know you would love, and like I can picture us living there. It's like, that's too much for a first date, you know. But they're like so excited and they want to tell you, but like they need to have these like dates happen first, you know. Or they got like a promotion, or, you know, they're going to be able to, I don't know, something like there's some good news and they want to tell you, but they don't want to overshadow like the beginning of this, like this date night type energy with you. They don't want to eclipse this like beginning stages of this dating period with you. Or if you've been dating this person, they don't want to eclipse this like honeymoon period, you know? Which is sweet. Like they want like you to enjoy it. Okay, so what would they end up saying to you? This is what they want to say. Hand of Cards. Take a chance, risk, being strategic, options, not showing hand, gambling. Yeah, see, not showing their hand. So they have things lined up. So they probably have like things that you talked about, you know, like, you always wanted like a big backyard or like some animals, or you want some like view of the like water, or like, you know, you wanted like this many rooms, or you wanted to move to this location, and or you wanted to kind of have this kind of job, or you kind of want to retire here, or you kind of want to change careers here, or you wanted to I don't know, there's something like stay at home more with the kids, or with the pets, or you wanted this kind of lifestyle. It's something where like this person, pile 3, they paid attention and they kind of came into an opportunity to kind of be able to give you that. But I'm getting it's a little bit coincidental, but they also kind of took the opportunity because they knew that you liked it. They don't know if things are going to work out with you two yet, but they're so excited that this, I don't know, windfall opportunity came through, because it's also, they know that you would love it. But they're trying to play it kind of calm and easy, because they know that like this is still just the beginning, and they don't know if you would want to be with them, and it'd be too much if they kind of show their hands that they're planning for your future already, you know? Yeah, Ace of Pentacles in reverse. It's like, it's an opportunity that just kind of fell onto their lap, and they're like, oh my goodness, pile 3 would love this. Like, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to, you know, put an offer on that house, or, you know, whatever the situation is. Because I feel like it's something that, like, you would want, like, somehow. But, like, they're like, I'm just going to take this opportunity. You know, who knows if I'll get it again. And if things work out between us, then like I would love to show pile 3 this opportunity that I got that they would love. But if not, I'm not gonna show my hand. Like, I'm not gonna, it's too much for right now. I'm getting excited for you, and because I can't like speak properly, but like they're very excited, and they're trying to like not show it on their face, but they're kind of, you know how like when you're excited, you talk a little bit faster, or, you know, you're smiling a lot and stuff like that. So they're trying not to be that way, but it's like kind of hard because they're like thinking of you and how much you would love this. But at the same time, they don't know if you still want to move that direction with them into something more serious. It's still kind of in the dating phase kind of thing, you know? All right, so what are the intentions behind what they are saying to you? So what are the intentions behind what they're saying to you? Trust. They're trusting the universe, and they trust how they feel about you. And they're taking a risk, a gamble, like that this will work out, and that what they purchased, or the opportunity that they took, or the opportunity that they want to present to you later will work out, you know? So they're trusting themselves, they're trusting the universe, and they trust how they feel about you. And they trust you. Again, this is still very new, so they're like going based on their gut. But there's something about trusting fate, trusting the divine, trusting things that you know feel right and resonate with you that usually works out in the end, right? Reflection. I do feel like a lot is coming up for them with the sun and moon here. It's interesting because this person is seeing you as like a mirror, but in a way where like you guys would complement each other. Pile 3, your person is looking at you and they're seeing themselves in a different light. They're taking in consideration what you want for your life and seeing how they would fit into that, and how they can kind of see themselves in this new opportunity, this new job, new location, new house, whatever. And how they would like to see you play a role in their life. So they're kind of seeing things from both ends, things that you want in your life and how they see themselves in that kind of lifestyle, and how they would want what they want for their life, and how you would fit into that role, into that lifestyle. So it's helping them reflect, and it's helping them kind of see where they want to be in the future in regards to a relationship, you know? And so whether this works out or not, whether you want to move forward with this person or not, you are definitely helping them a lot right now kind of figure themselves out and what they want in terms of a long-term relationship with someone, how they see their life going with this person in the future. And they're using you. So they're using you as kind of like this muse, like this, when they visualize these things and in their mind and imagine these things, they're imagining it with you. You're helping them figure this stuff out. They're very excited, by the way. They're playing it cool, but they're very excited. You're making them feel things and think about things that they didn't really take the time to do so much before. All right, so what will this communication or action from their end most likely lead to for the two of you? Surrender to the divine. Yeah, there is like a huge thing about trusting and faith. I feel like this person, I don't know if they've ever kind of taken action based on their gut, based on their intuition, based on like what feels right. They're taking a huge risk, a huge gamble. I'm telling you, it's something that's like buying a house type of thing, you know, or changing a job, or, you know, opening up a position in their company for you kind of thing. Like it's a huge, like starting a business with you, telling you that you don't need to work anymore, or telling you that they're ready to have kids or something. It's something big. It's like big, you know? And they're kind of trusting their like faith and destiny and their gut right now. I don't think they've ever done something like that in regards to like a relationship. Camera, reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past, perception. With the reflection, I was kind of getting that too. I feel like for some of you, this was someone coming back from the past, and they're realizing things that they didn't see with you in the past, things that they didn't think about that you might have brought up. If not with you, then maybe with a past love connection. They're like realizing like, hey, I didn't really think about these things before. I didn't really make big risks like this based on my gut for love before. Like, you know, it's like all these things are kind of new, and they're thinking about things, thinking about past connections. If you have a past connection with this person, they're thinking about that as well. If this is something newer, they're thinking about how, very deeply, they're thinking about how this date, these dates, this time with you can be something that you two look back upon and reminisce about. So they're making every date kind of special. They're trying to like prolong this honeymoon phase as much as possible, because they can see things, like if you are on the same page with them, they can see things moving pretty quickly. So they're trying to be like, it's very nostalgic. They're thinking about past connections and how they really think about their life with their partner in the way that they are with you. And they're also thinking about how to make this time with you special, so you have beautiful memories to look back to in the potential future between the two of you, you know? Very, very sweet. All right. Yeah, let's do some bonus questions. What does their higher self want to say to you? Page of Roses, Page of Wands, the Free Spirit. I feel like they want you to kind of take it easy and like enjoy this time. There's a, you know, if things work out between the two of you, it's never gonna be like this again, you know, where it's kind of like, will they, won't they, you know, you act kind of differently before you kind of commit to someone, you know, the way that you behave around them, you're more free-spirited, and they are loving that part of you. You know, you're willing to take more risks, you know, you're more kind of social with the people around you. They get to see this kind of like childlike or teenage or young adult like side of you that that kind of, even though you keep it with you, even when you go into a commitment, a relationship commitment or marriage, like you see less of that with this person, you know, like they understand that, and they kind of like, I don't know, this person's seeing things from a different point of view, a different lens, but they love seeing you like this, because like kind of, if this person didn't know you when they were younger, it's like they kind of are getting to know that version of you right now. And so that's why they want to prolong this like dating period, and not bring up this like commitment type of opportunity, because they're having so much fun with you, and they want to, you know, remember all these moments and seeing the side of you, you know, before things potentially it's locked down. It changes people, you know, but even if you keep it alive here and there, it's like not going to be the same. So enjoy it and like live that part up about yourself in this connection now that you know too, you know? Be a little flirty, be a little bit more young in your actions, and a little bit more devil may care and youthful, and do all the things. Have fun. All right, and then a message from Spirit for you too. You need to be grateful for the love you already present in your life to attract more of it. Yeah. So whether this person is the right person for you and you're excited about the prospect of this moving into something more serious and long term, or you're just kind of enjoying this for what it is and might not be interested in something long term, like the two of you kind of appreciating where you two are now and being in the moment is absolutely going to bring the right love in for you, whether it's with this person or with someone else. It's like both of you are kind of getting this lesson of learning to be in love and enjoying that and appreciating it, not being scared if it's going to be taken away or how long it's going to be, or if they don't like you back. Just like being present in this connection and just being in like and being in love with each other, or being in that kind of energy of like excitement and who knows where this is going to go, and that kind of butterfly in the stomach kind of feeling. Just being grateful for being in that energy. All right, pile 3. So I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day, and I wish you much love and light. Hi, beautiful pile 4 with the stars card and the Celestite crystal. We're looking at what they want to say to you. So let's start with that question. What do they want to say to you? Let go and reverse. Make room for the new. Okay. So I'm getting that like they tried to let go, but they keep coming back to you, or like people are telling them to like let go of this connection, or something is telling them to let go, but in their gut they're like, I can't. I know that's not the right thing. Maybe they've tried to let you go in the past and it's just like doesn't work. They just keep coming back to you. My life is not together as it seems. So I definitely feel that they think that letting go of you was going to help improve their life, but it did the opposite, or it didn't do that much. It didn't help that much. So they're realizing they might have made a mistake by letting you go, and that maybe you two were meant to be together, and that they didn't deal with the issue between the two of you in the past in the best way, but their intentions were pure. They really thought that like letting you go would be the best for the both of you, and it would help them get their life back together or deal with an issue or a few that was really like important and on their plate, just kind of something they had to deal with immediately. And they thought that this connection was actually not helping them, but then they let go of you and they're like, oh, my life didn't, like, it's still the same. It wasn't them. Or it didn't help really at all. Like, it wasn't really noticeable letting you go. Like, they still had the same issues. Or they're realizing that actually you're the one who was helping them through it. So in this scenario, they can see that, like, letting you go was not the best way to handle whatever issues they were dealing with at the time, maybe still dealing with. And it wasn't you, you know? And then they feel kind of drawn back to you. Okay, so that's what they want to say. Let's see what they would end up saying to you. Okay. Separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning. Yeah, unsure of future. I swear this whole reading, everything has been so synchronistic and perfect. And I like shuffled all the cards and everything, right? But it's because, like, I'm telling you, doing these readings less often makes them more potent. I'm not even kidding. Like, so much more powerful. So they're kind of feeling sad in the separation. They feel like they're missing you. They can't stop thinking about you, and they're obviously feeling like they made a mistake. But it's not like they intentionally did it for any, like, negative reasons. It's just because that's what they thought was best. But they're realizing now that was a mistake, and their mistake, you know. I do feel like they wouldn't tell you, though. I feel like they wouldn't tell you that they feel like what they did in the past was a mistake by letting you go. But I do think they let you know that they're thinking about you. They might message you here and there. They might let you know that they're thinking about you, or, like, let you know, like, things that you might like, or if you know, things that they can help you with something, or just talking here and there. So I do feel like their actions are showing that they're missing you and they think about you. But I don't think they're going to let you know that, at least not right now, that they feel like they made a huge mistake letting you go. All right, so what are the intentions behind what they are saying to you? What are their intentions for saying things to you? Healing. Yeah, I do feel like they were going through a lot, and they might be still going through some things. I feel like they had a lot on their plate, and they just needed to, like, kind of handle that. And you are kind of, to them, it was like you were kind of like an extra thing on their plate that was already full. But they're realizing now that, like, that wasn't the issue, you know? I do feel like they've been healing this whole time, like, when they were in separation from you. They have been healing this whole time, whether it's been a long time or just a short period of time. They still have been healing. But at the same time, they also feel kind of more healed when they talk to you, too. So they've been healing when they've been in separation with you, but they also get some healing when they're around you or talk to you, too. Change, yeah. The good news is they've healed enough on their own, because I'm getting, like, yeah, like, maybe, like, they're realizing separating from you didn't make a difference in how they handled everything else. In fact, you might have been able to help them heal faster or heal more in that time, or you know, they were able to do a tiny bit more healing without you than they would have with you. Either way, they have been doing healing. It's been their intention to keep healing while they were in separation with you. And in that healing, they have changed their perspective of you, understood their connection with you and the role you play in their healing, in their life, and how they might have been wrong about some things about the two of you, and how you affect them, and how you affect their healing and their life. Okay, so let's see, what will this communication and action on their side most likely lead to for the two of you. Be bold and make the first move. So they need to kind of step up and make the first move. If they've done enough healing and they've made enough changes in their life, owning up to their own mistakes, understanding what this connection means to them, understanding how they best heal. Now it's up to them to kind of make the first move. Obviously, they're kind of keeping things from you, like keeping the fact that they made a mistake by letting you go. But until they make the first move and show their intentions and show be honest and upfront with you, this isn't going to go anywhere, because I feel like they're the one who let you go. So if it's vice versa, if you're the one who let this go, because this reading could be vice versa, then, it's up to you to make the first move. You got to own up to your mistakes and own up to what you've learned. Everyone makes mistakes. Everyone grows and learns from their mistakes, and you can change. You can, I don't think it's embarrassing. I think it's like, it shows true character. Like, when you're wrong or you feel like you made a mistake, be like, hey, you know what? I thought about this and you're right. I see it from your point of view. Or, you know what? I don't think neither one of us was right or wrong. Or just like telling your honest opinion, even if it's changed after you thought about it after some time. That takes growth. That takes maturity. And that is an indication of the possibility of a healthy connection or a healthy connection, So let's see what's most likely going to lead to. Ship, cutting ties, moving on, receiving what you need, progression and arriving. One or two things, is either that you or them are going to cut this off because the person that needs to speak their truth isn't going to. The person that needs to come correct or come with good intentions and set the precedence of a possible new connection, by owning up to their mistakes. If that person doesn't do it, then the other person is going to cut ties. If they do show up making the first move, then there is a chance of things progressing. There's a chance of being like, oh, finally this person has arrived. Finally, the time for this connection has arrived. Finally, this can go somewhere. Because I feel like the two of you might have been like, whenever the person cut powerful, or like whoever cut the connection off and was like, I need to let go of this. I need to work on my own things. Like, this connection isn't helping me work through things. Whoever made that mistake, and like, granted, like, that was a huge lesson that they needed to learn. If they didn't, just lost my train of thought, but if they didn't do that, even if they didn't do that, the other person was still feeling like the connection was headed nowhere, because the other person was not growing, the other person wasn't evolving, the other person wasn't allowing the connection to grow and evolve. And so even if the person didn't let go, eventually you would have let it go anyway, because that person wasn't moving the connection forward. It was at a standstill. It was stagnated. So now the person who kind of let it go and let the connection stagnate before is showing that there's forward movement now, and so there's a potential of this connection going somewhere now. And it's up to you, pile 4, or it's up to the person who the person is coming to make that decision if they would like to move forward or not. But either way, both of you are going to be moving forward in this connection with each other, or in to pursue other separate connections. But at least both of you can kind of move forward from this connection. All right, we have some time for a bonus question. Let's look at what their higher self would like to say to you. The intellectual, King of Mirrors in reverse. You know, it's so funny because I feel like this person, they thought they were so smart in all these things. They thought they were making the logical decision. They were doing the hard thing, which it was the right thing, but it was a hard thing to do. So they were on the up and up. They were doing things correctly by the book. Like, they were being very emotionally mature. And they're finding out that they didn't know everything. And they weren't willing to like listen to someone who might have a different point of view, or who might have more information for this situation between the two of you in the past. And they're kind of humbling themselves and being like, yo, I don't know everything, you know? So if this person comes correctly and they humble themselves and they kind of be like, hey, I made a mistake, then there's a possibility for this connection to grow and evolve together and move forward. But even them just coming up to you and saying this is showing that they're evolving, and you know, kind of like you're both of your souls being like, hey, thank you for this lesson, kind of thing, you know? Because I do feel like this person is smart, but they're looking at this too logically, and because of that, they missed out on something that could have helped them emotionally. They could have got more healing with you along with you along for the ride by their side than not. And that was a huge lesson for them to learn, that like when you're overwhelmed, having someone who has that energy to kind of be able to help you through that emotionally, mentally, spiritually, is not a burden. It's a blessing, kind of thing. All right, and last card here, message from Spirit. You are enough. The person you are meant to be with will love you the way that you are. No need to change. Yeah. This person needed to change because they couldn't see a good thing when it's, you know, was right in front of them. And it might have kind of made you feel like, oh, kind of bad about yourself when this person let you go. Like, oh, maybe I wasn't good enough. Like, maybe I'm not doing enough. Maybe I'm choosing the wrong people, or maybe I need to do more. Maybe, you know, my value isn't as, you know, great as I thought it was. It might have made you feel less about yourself. And Spirit is saying, no. You are more than enough, and you're meant to be loved and cherished for exactly who you are and exactly the ways that you were thinking you should be loved and have a relationship. This person could not see it, but you two obviously have a soul connection. So you two, I feel like this is someone that you are meant to teach this lesson to. And I feel like I do feel like this is kind of like a lesson for you too, to like not be with someone who like, you need someone who's more bold and brave and love like you are, who is already like, you could hit the ground running with, is ready to evolve with you, grow with you, move with you. I do feel like physically move with you. I feel like you're ready to, like, this person kind of kept you like locked in your home kind of thing. Like, I feel like just kind of, I feel like you're meant to kind of be more, and this person was kind of holding you back, and you understand that, and that was your lesson for you from this person. I feel like you were willing to settle or something. And the universe, like, you're not meant to settle, pile for. You're meant to shoot for the stars. You're meant to have a relationship that is, you know, your wish granted. Shooting star. All right, so pile 4, I hope you enjoyed your reading. If you did, I really appreciate a like or comment. And with that, I hope you have a beautiful rest of the day. And I wish you much love and light.